Ramadan, History and Traditions of Fasting in the Month of Ramadan. Dear brothers and sisters, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Peace, mercy, and blessings of Allah be upon you. In today's video, we will discuss one of the most significant and sacred months in the Islamic calendar, the month of Ramadan. We will explore the history of Ramadan, its importance in Islam, and the traditions associated with this blessed month. Please stay with us until the end to fully understand the depth and significance of Ramadan for every Muslim. Ramadan is the 9th month of the Islamic lunar calendar and is considered the month when the Holy Quran was revealed. The history of Ramadan dates back to 610 CE, when the Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessings be upon him, received his first revelation from Allah through the angel Gabriel. This occurred on Laylat al-Qadr, or the Night of Power, which falls on one of the last 10 nights of Ramadan. The Quran was revealed over a period of 23 years, marking the beginning of Muhammad's, peace and blessings be upon him, prophetic mission. Muslims believe that during this month the gates of paradise are opened, the gates of hell are closed, and the devils are chained, making it easier for believers to focus on spiritual growth and worship. Fasting during the month of Ramadan is one of the 5 pillars of Islam and is obligatory for every adult Muslim, except for those who cannot fast due to valid reasons such as illness, pregnancy, breastfeeding, or traveling. Fasting in Ramadan is called Sawm and involves abstaining from food, drink, smoking, and marital relations from dawn until sunset. The primary goal of fasting is to attain piety and spiritual purification. Fasting helps Muslims develop self-control, patience, and compassion for those in need. It is a time for believers to focus on prayers, reading the Quran, and performing good deeds. There are various traditions that Muslims observe during the month of Ramadan. Let's look at some of them. Suhoor is the pre-dawn meal consumed before the fast begins. It is important to have suhoor to maintain strength throughout the day. The Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessings be upon him, said, "Eat suhoor, for in it there is blessing." Iftar is the meal that breaks the fast after sunset. Iftar usually begins with dates and water, as was the practice of the Prophet, peace and blessings be upon him. This is followed by the main meal, which can include a variety of dishes depending on cultural traditions. Tarawih are additional nightly prayers performed only during the month of Ramadan. They are offered after the night prayer and can consist of 8 to 20 rak'ahs, cycles of prayer. Tarawih is a voluntary but highly recommended practice, allowing Muslims to deepen their worship and strengthen their connection with Allah. Laylat al-Qadr, or the Night of Power, is considered the most blessed night of the year. Muslims believe that the Quran was revealed on this night and that worship during this night is better than 1,000 months. Muslims strive to spend this night in prayer, reading the Quran, and reflection to seek Allah's mercy and forgiveness. Zakat al-Fitr is a mandatory charity that Muslims must pay before the celebration of Eid al-Fitr. This charity is intended to help the poor and needy so that they can also enjoy the holiday. The amount of Zakat al-Fitr is usually determined by local Islamic organizations. Ramadan concludes with the celebration of Eid al-Fitr, which begins with a communal prayer at the mosque. This is a joyful day when Muslims gather to celebrate the end of fasting, exchange gifts, and spend time with family and friends. The holiday starts with the morning prayer and sermon, followed by festive meals and joy. Ramadan is not only a time of physical fasting, but also a time for spiritual growth and self-reflection. Muslims use this month to draw closer to Allah through intensified worship, repentance, and improvement of their moral qualities. It is a time to reflect on one's life, eliminate bad habits, and set new, positive goals. Muslims strive to read and study the Quran during Ramadan, as this is the month in which it was revealed. Many aim to complete the entire Quran in a month by dividing it into 30 parts, one for each day. Ramadan is a time when Muslims particularly engage in charity and helping those in need. This can include distributing food to the poor, participating in charitable projects, or simply helping neighbors and friends. Ramadan is also a time for strengthening family bonds. Shared meals, collective prayers, and participation in religious activities help families come closer, and support each other in observing the fast and fulfilling other obligations. Subscribe to our channel, like the video, and share it with friends and family. Leave your comments and tell us how you spend Ramadan. See you next time.